Good morning, grade 2. How are you? Hope fine. Today I'll be conducting my math lesson. Chapter 12, Lesson 7, halves, thirds, and fourths. Open your math book, page 777, and let us start our lesson. The objectives of today is that you will partition two-dimensional shapes into 2, 3, and 4 equal shares. What do you mean by partition? Partition is to divide. Remember this word very well because you will use it later on. Partition, it means to divide. Any shape that you will divide it means partition. Now, the new vocabulary words are fourths, halves, thirds. What do you mean by fourths? Fourths, 4 equal parts. Halves, 2 equal parts. Thirds, 3 equal parts. Now you will learn more what do we mean by these 3 new vocabulary words. Open your book, page 777, and let me show you what we will do. Use square, this one is a square, triangle, and trapezoid pattern blocks to cover each shape. Trace the blocks to show the shapes you used. Write how many blocks you used to cover each shape. So first of all, we will start to partition. Again, what do we mean by partition? It means to divide equally. We will use these shapes to divide these two-dimensional shapes. First, I choose here the square, you see here, I draw 3 squares to divide this rectangle into 3 equal shapes. Here, you see, 4 squares makes fourths, 4 equal shapes. Here, I used triangle, you see, 1 triangle, 2 triangle, and here, 3, 4 triangles. Here I choose the trapezoid. You see this one? If you bring it here, it makes 2 trapezoids. So we will write the numbers now. 3 squares, 4 squares, 4 triangles, and 2 trapezoids. Here are some examples of halves, third, and fourths. You see, half triangle, half square, half circle. Here it's 1/3. Remember that the halves, fourths, and thirds all are equal parts. You see, equal parts, equal parts. You see here, both are equal, both are equal, both are equal. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4 are equal parts. 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4. You see how they are all equal? So remember, in this lesson, you must have equal shares. This is the second page, page 778. Describe the equal parts. Write 2 halves, 3 thirds, or 4 fourths. Here, halves, fourths, thirds. How did I know? I will count 1, 2, 3, third. Here, 1, 2, 3, thirds. Okay? And here I will partition. Again, what do we mean by partition? Partition, it means divide. So here I want to divide this rectangle into 2 equal parts. Look here, you see? Here I want to divide this square into 4 equal parts. You see? So here it becomes 2 halves. Here it becomes 4 fourths. Here you will write also 2 halves, 3 thirds, or 4 fourths. 1, 2, 3 thirds. 1, 2, 2 halves. Now draw line to partition. What do you mean by partition? Great. Divide each shape. Here I want 4 equal parts as we make before. Right here, fourths. 4 fourths. I want here two equal parts. I will divide it into two. Two halves. Two halves. Say it after me. Two halves. Here I want three equal parts. One, two. Three thirds. Two equal parts. Two halves. Here I want to show the same number of equal parts but in different way. Again, partition. Partition is to divide. So here I make another way of two halves. Here I make another way of two halves. Say again after me, two halves. Here also I made another way of four fourths. Here another way of three thirds. Eva's mom bought a pizza. Eva ate one equal part. Her friend ate another one equal part. There was one equal part left for Eva's mom. So how many equal parts do I have here? One, two, three. I have three equal parts. So how much of the pizza was left for Eva's mom? One third. Great job. Now, Gracie had a round slice of watermelon. She and her sister shared a slice equally. So, one round slice of watermelon, two people shared this round slice equally. So, how much did each girl eat? How much? One half. Okay. Sadie is making a picture for her cousin. She folds a piece of paper in half. The paper she folded in two halves. Then she folded it again in half. The half folded again half. Look how here she folded the paper half and then she folded another half. So how many do we have here? How many equal parts do we have? How many equal parts? Four equal parts. Now show the same number of equal parts in two different ways. Explain your drawing. You see here, they divide or partition this square into four equal parts. I want this shape to be divided equally, but in different two ways. See here? You see how? So the answer here, the first square was divided equally into four equal parts. So I divided the other two squares into four equal parts too. Hope you understand the lesson. Thank you.